Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. I'm at the gym. I'm outside the gym right now. You can see 24-hour fitness outside the gym right now. About to go inside and get a little workout in, but I wanted to film this video because right before I left the house, I saw all this stuff popping off on Twitter about Deaf Noodles and Rich Lux. And I had seen Rich's video that he posted, but honestly, girl, if you want me to be perfectly honest, I have not watched any YouTube the past few days. I haven't really watched any TV the past few days. And I've really been disconnected from all of it. Work weekends, you guys already know if you watch this channel a lot, I kind of disconnect on the weekends because I'm busy at work. And so when I saw Rich's video title, I was kind of like, oh girl, it's probably clickbait, like whatever. So I was like, I'll watch it later. Apparently I shouldn't have watched it later, and I ended up watching it like right before I came to the gym because, what is this? Because it seems like Deaf Noodles has kind of said some pretty slanderous things about Rich Lux. I don't know if it was an attempt to be funny or whatever, but it was pretty defamatory and just not right and like not accurate about him, calling him a part of the alt-right community and kind of lumping him into a category with Keemstar of all people and just like other alt-right people. And I don't know, like when I saw that on Twitter, because I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw what Petty Page and, or she doesn't go by Petty Page anymore, Paige Christie and Dustin Daly had said in regards to the situation, I was like, well, maybe it wasn't a clickbait video. Like, let me watch the video. And I watched it and I saw the clip because Rich included it in his video, the things of what Deaf Noodles had said about him. And I was literally shook because, oh, well, anyway, I'll get into my thoughts on that. If you want to hear more about that drama, make sure that you keep on watching.
Decided we're too right-wing.
I want to congratulate both Rich Lux and Keemstar for falling into the alt-right pipeline and supplying motherfuckers like Gavin McInnes and Tim Stool with the narratives that they want so they can continue to work against progressive causes, which is, at the end of the day, exactly what Rich Lux and Keemstar wanted, right? But should we really be that surprised? Our enemies on the far right end up using that to hurt our very causes. The real enemy here are people like Gavin McInnes, who start hate groups, who are ultra-nationalistic, who believe in racial purity, and are actively working against progressive causes, who actually hate the LGBT community. And what we're doing by literally dragging Ethan Klein through the coals is giving people like Gavin the fodder so that he can influence people against progressive causes and the very things that we work for every single day. Now, if you think that it's a random coincidence that somebody who's on the far alt-right, nationalistic, fucking neo-Nazi wing of the spectrum is saying the same shit as Jordan Peterson and somebody who pretends to be at the center and is known for being a fucking fence sitter, then you are really out of touch.
Okay. When I saw what Deaf Noodles had said, because here's the thing, you guys, this isn't a video like bashing Deaf Noodles, because I don't think that he should, I don't know how to say this. I don't want to bash Deaf Noodles. I'm a fan of Deaf Noodles. I think he's really attractive. He's future baby daddy, you know, like love him so much. But he obviously, you guys probably know this if you keep up with Deaf and Ethan Klein and all of these these YouTubers that I talk about here on my channel. Deaf Noodles and Ethan Klein have recently formed a pretty tight little friendship. They hosted the Streamies together, and it seems like they're pretty close, right? They have share a mutual contempt for Keemstar, and I think that's really brought them together, as well as a couple other things. But I really feel like Def is a little bit off base in the things that he is saying in regards to this Ethan Klein situation. As you guys may or may not know, Ethan Klein has been facing a lot of heat lately. I made a few videos about it myself, and I got a lot of mixed opinions on it, which it is a topic that I would assume would get a lot of mixed opinions. And it was about the whole situation where he had the caller Matt on the channel, and they were talking about tops and bottoms. The caller was gay, and that whole thing. And then in that episode, if you guys remember, watch the videos on it if you don't really remember what happened or if you didn't catch up on that tea. But basically the podcast ended with Dan basically telling people to STFU and to unsubscribe. And that really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. It rubbed a lot of the LGBTQIA people that are subscribed and members to the H3H3 podcast. It rubbed them the wrong way because let's not forget, they pay money every month, like $7 or $6 something a month, to be able to comment on these live chats, and they watch these 3-hour-long podcasts every week and pay for the ability to be able to comment and all of these things. And then having Dan tell them to STFU, they really didn't like that. A lot of people did not like Ethan Klein's comments. A lot of people didn't find them offensive, but then a lot of people did. And the world was very divided 50-50 on that. And in my video, in the comment section down below, it was very much like that too. I think that Ethan Klein foot soldiers, the stands of Ethan Klein, are very, very loud, and they're very, very aggressively rude. And that's just my opinion on that. And not all of them, but a huge chunk of them are extremely offensive. They are keyboard warriors, if you will, and they are. Whenever I have a video gain a lot of traction on a scale for me at least, that's about Ethan Klein, and it has anything negative to say about Ethan Klein, which is not, I don't dislike Ethan Klein. I'm starting to see through some things with Ethan Klein, but it's not to the level of, like, for instance, Trisha Paytas, where I just can say that, girl, oh my God, like, roll my eyes back of my head with her. I'm just like, I see a lot of things I'm not happy with Ethan Klein, but even me just saying that will send these foot soldiers off on a rampage, and they will just tear me apart in the comment section, and they're just really, really aggressive. What was I talking about? Okay, anyway, these people pay a lot of money to be able to comment and stuff on the live streams, and a lot of them are very offended that they were told to STFU because they were speaking up for the rights of the LGBTQIA community in defense of them from the things that Ethan was saying, and that was their point of view on that. A lot of people weren't offended, and that's that. Several YouTubers, not just myself or Rich Lux, but several YouTubers made videos on this topic, and they talked about how they didn't agree with what was going on and what was being said by Ethan Klein. And a few of them were a part of the LGBTQIA community. I am not. I am a heterosexual cisgender woman. I am not a part of that community to speak, but literally all of my friends are, except for maybe like a couple of them. Oops, sorry. So for me, I feel like I do relate a lot with that community. I feel like I live within that community because everybody I'm around lives within that community, and I've been around it for literally my entire life. So I felt offended for people, and I felt the need to kind of speak my mind on the situation. And Rich Lux is gay, and he is a member of the LGBTQ community, and he's a very strong, active member here in Houston, Texas, where he when he does his music videos and stuff, he stands up for but he employs a lot of, drag queens within the community and other just like gay LGBTQIA people to be within his music videos, and employs them and supports them and plugs them and shares their stuff and tries to help them grow and all of these things. And he's a huge, huge supporter of the community. And so Deaf Noodles made these claims on his podcast. I'm 7 minutes in and I'm just not saying what he did, but Deaf Noodles made these claims on his episode that he posted, saying that, like, clumping Rich Lux and Keemstar into this community of alt-right people because of what he said about Ethan Klein and the comments he made against the LGBT community. And I thought that was really weird to clump Rich Lux in that. First of all, listen, and I'm not even saying this to be shady, girl. If you watch this video, it's no shade at all. That's my friend, and he knows it. But he doesn't even know what alt-right means, and he said it in his video himself, girl. If there's one thing I know about Rich Lux, is that he does not talk politics, girl. If you start to mention anything political with Rich Lux, when you're hanging out and you're talking to Rich Lux, it goes straight over his head. He does not pay attention to that stuff. He doesn't follow that, and that's okay. Like, a lot of people don't, right? But he doesn't even know what that means, or like keep up with any of that like vernacular or like lingo, whatever. I also thought it was very strange that people made the entire situation of Ethan Klein speaking like offending the community like that. I thought it was really weird that people made it political to begin with, because I don't think it was political as when it comes to, you know, left wing or right wing or whatever, what he was saying. It was just insensitive comment towards a community of people, which in my personal opinion is not necessarily political in that regard, because he wasn't saying like, you know, all liberals are like this, or all that. It was the commenters that were bringing the politics into it, and I didn't really understand that. But yeah, Rich does not keep up with anything like that, and so it was really confusing to me to like see him being clumped in. It was really confusing to me to see a person of a marginalized community like Rich Lux, as he is Latino, that's also part of the LGBTQIA community, being classified as an alt-right person by Deaf Noodles, when you can watch Rich Lux music videos and see the support for the queens and LGBTQIA people, you know, and that you can watch his Instagram stories and see him constantly plugging people and sharing their work and doing all this stuff. It just really didn't make any sense to me. So it made me wonder, like, why would he bring his name into this? Bringing Keemstar up, it's a constant for Deaf Noodles and Ethan Klein, really. So that didn't shock me at all. But why would he bring Rich's name up into it? I really, like, you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you think on that, because this isn't really like a defense of Rich Lux. Rich Lux can defend himself. He already has in his video, girl. It's not a defense on him. He's not perfect. He's said things that, you know, would make people say certain things about him and call him certain names. He's done that, okay? And he's apologized for it and all of that. But when this one really was off base to me, because when you say alt-right, what comes into my mind when I hear alt-right community, which I honestly wasn't super clear on either, so I looked it up to make sure I was right on the term before I made this video. I think like extremes, right? So I think like homophobia, I think racism, I think sexist, I think misogynist, I think all of that. And that's not anything of what he is. So it was just really weird that he clumped them together. And so it made me wonder what the reason why he clumped them together was. Was he trying to get like extra views or attention? Did he see this video and because his friend felt a certain type of way about the video? Because let's not forget, like, Ethan Klein has mentioned that he watches Rich Lux's channel, that, you know, they became like little, like, very cordial on the internet in regards to that. A lot of people were saying that they wanted Rich to go on the H3HD podcast. Like, was Ethan upset by the comments? Did that offend Ethan Klein? Because Ethan Klein maybe was like, I talked about Rich Lux on my channel and now he wants to act like this and say all these things, like he should be defending me, da-da-da-da. Is that why? And like maybe Def and Ethan talked, or Dennis is his name, Dennis and Ethan talked, and so it was a thing like that where then Dennis felt the need to defend his friend, or what is that the situation that happened, or what is it? Because it doesn't make any sense to me to clump these two, to clump Rich Lux and Keemstar in the same category for anything except for commentary channels, because they're so different. Does that make sense? Am I like, I know I'm not off base with that, because that's just like literally what it is. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Rich Lux. I know there's a lot of people out there that think he is this or that or all that, and you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to feel the way you want to about any of these people, really. But I think that even if you don't like Rich Lux, I think that it's easy to see like why this was such a weird comment to make from Dennis from Deaf Noodles. I just think it was weird. I don't know, and it makes me wonder, like, question the motives behind it. Is there something different going on here? I don't know. It was really weird to me, but I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts on this, because it's just strange to me that to include him in that community just because he said some things about your friend that you didn't like. Now you clump him into this community that honestly is defamatory. It is slanderous to his name for the things, because of the things that he does. Yeah, and he said in his video, made him lose subscribers and made him lose like support. He got a lot of nasty messages and stuff. And yeah, he's a public figure, so it comes to the territory, but like, This one, it was like really, really weird. It was just a weird comment to me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. It was just weird to me, and so I thought I wanted to come out here and talk to you about it. I don't dislike Def Noodles. Like I said, he's future baby daddy. He is so cute to me. I think he's hilarious, all of that. And I also don't dislike Ethan Klein. I just am noticing things, and here's the thing, I'm going to keep it a buck on my channel. Like, if I notice things that you're doing that are messed up, I'm going to call you out on it. Like, it just is what it is. I'm going to keep it a buck. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you on this. And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. I'm going to get my butt in the gym here. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I'm going to get my butt in the gym, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.